$20 million. 20 mil. House on the hill. A Lamborghini in the driveway. Fly first class both ways. Both ways. See the world when I want to. When I want Shopping to. Sprees when I want to. When Investments I want to. With interest a show do. That'll do. $5,000 on the hotel stay.
Welcome back to the Ziggy Eats show and to another episode in our summer drink series. So guys, today it's going to be a really brief intro because I really want to get into this. This is one of my personal favorites that we've done so far, simply because it's one of my favorite summertime fruits. I'm sure in some areas this particular fruit might be available year-round. I'm not quite sure, but having lived in New York all my life, usually I would only see it in the summertime. But this is gonna be a prickly pear spritzer. Say that 3 times. Prickly pear, or some may call it cactus fruit. It's a fruit from the nopales plant from a cactus, which later on I'm going to show you guys a picture of that. It has lots of tiny little seeds, but it is absolutely delicious. It's refreshing. It's not overly sweet. And I mean, it just screams to be made into a cocktail or a fruity drink. And it is definitely one of my preferred fruits. So I went ahead and made a prickly pear spritzer with this one. So I hope you guys really give this a try. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And without further ado, let's get into the recipe. All right, guys, so here we are. We are gonna start out by peeling and chopping our prickly pears. Some of you may know it as cactus fruit. It's basically the fruit that grows on top of the nopales cactus. I'm gonna drop a picture if I happen to remember to do that. You guys know I'm pretty bad at remembering to put pictures, but yeah, these grow on top of the nopales, or some may call it cactus, and it usually has like little spikes on here when you pick them, but when you pick them up in a supermarket, they usually shave all those off for you. And they come in different colors as well. These, when you peel them open, they're going to be red. There's some, and I think that's the most popular ones on the market, but there's some, when you peel them, they will be like yellow on the inside or something like that. So we're going to start off prepping this, getting this ready. Once it's all ready to go, then I'm going to round up the additional ingredients for you. So let's get started on this. And this one is pretty ripe, as you can see. That's my bowl over there. Just peel like that. Okay, pretty easy. And as I said, once I have this all prepped, you guys will see the rest of the ingredients, okay? So this is what we're doing right now. So we're gonna do each one like this. They do have seeds, you guys. This one's pretty soft, as you can see. It's squishing as I try to cut it. Smooth that to the side, and it will stain your stuff, so try not to get this on your clothes or anything like that. Be sure to wash these guys really well before you get it on your cutting board. You know, we don't want any cross-contamination with the clean fruit. So these are all washed already. Okay. I'm kind of doing this quickly, so I'm probably peeling it a little too deep, but you guys get the general idea. And obviously, if you're making a larger batch of this drink, then you will want to use more. But I'm just making a small batch here. And let me just show you guys the seeds. There are a lot of seeds in here, guys, but don't worry about it. We're gonna throw it in the blender. Be sure your blender can handle the seeds. And we're gonna run it through
a strainer. Okay. Okay guys, so we are back. As you can see, I've got my prickly pears all broken down here. Some of them are like really overripe, so they're, oops, let me bring it up, so they're soft and falling apart a bit there. But yeah, our prickly pear is all set. For those of you who've never had prickly pears before, or you may know it as a cactus pear, and you're wondering what it actually tastes like, I would say, and this is just my opinion, kind of sort of tastes like, you know, if a watermelon and a strawberry had a baby. That's kind of what it tastes like to me. So very fruity. I'm gonna drop it all in here. Put that to the side. Then I've got some sugar here to sweeten this up a bit. You guys know that I use monk fruit gold, so that's what I have here. And yeah, yeah, let me just put it all in. Okay, and we've got the juice of 2 limes, which I've already juiced here. So just to get this going a little quicker, I'm gonna dump in juice of both limes and a splash of water to help get this going a little better in our blender. Not much. That's enough. That was probably like 1/3 of a cup, maybe a 1/2 cup. And then we're gonna go ahead and blend this all together. As you can see, I've got my bowl here with a sieve. We're gonna run this through our strainer once it's blended. And then I know you guys are looking at this guy right here. I promised that all my drinks would be virgin, but this is practically virgin because it only has like 3% alcohol in there, which is pretty much nothing. But it just goes really, 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 really well with the prickly pear. So I'm gonna add this in at the end. So let me start blending, and then we're gonna be back when it's time to run this through our strainer so you see exactly what it looks like. Okay, so this is now officially liquefied. As you can see, completely blended. You can probably blend it a bit more if you want to, but I'm using a Vitamix. It's pretty strong, and I didn't want to whip too much air into this. So I probably blended this for like 30 seconds, if that, just until it became a puree. And as you can see, I'm pouring it through my sieve. And let me just move this forward. I'm just gonna go back and forth until I get it all out. And I don't know if you guys can see, all the seeds still remained pretty whole in here. Does not damage your blender at all. So you do not have to worry about getting all the seeds in your drink. That will not be an issue at all. So just go ahead, go back and forth, and we're gonna discard all this pulp right here once we get all that goodness out. This is gonna have a really intense flavor, and then we're just gonna pour it over some ice. And of course, you're gonna wanna do this to taste, absolutely. So if it is a little too sweet for you, I think this is good. If it is a little too sweet for you, then you can always add in a little bit more water. But do not shy away from using this entire bottle that I'm gonna go ahead and pour in right now. And I think this is enough for the 4 cactus spear that I'm using, and you'll probably get like 2 to 3 servings out of this entire thing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab a pitcher to pour it all in, and we're gonna be right back with our final presentation. All right, y'all, so we are back. As you can see, I went ahead and I transferred this over to a pitcher. This bubble you're seeing here is just the effervescence from that Seagram's Jamaica Me Escapes, I think it's called, or Jamaica Me Crazy, or whatever it's called, that I put in here. So I'm just gonna give it a little stir. All right, and y'all know I have my frosty glass, as I always do, garnish with a slice of lime. Since this is a prickly pear lime spritzer. And there we go. Now guys, I want to let y'all know that while you take a look at that, I'm going to get a straw. Today, we're going to have a special guest who is going to do our taste testing. So we're not going to have Ziggy do our taste testing today. We are going to have my lovely, lovely sister. All right, so she's going to be our special guest. I'm going to take this to her. She's going to be brutally honest. I don't think she's ever had prickly pear before. I'm not sure. We'll find out. And she's going to let you know if this is a hit or a miss. All right, we'll be back. All right, y'all. So we are here with my beautiful sister. Say hi to Sister
guys.
Ziggy. Okay, no, you were supposed to say hi to them. I messed that one up, but whatever. Guys, she's gonna go ahead and give us her honest opinion. Go ahead.
Okay.
And let us know what you think. She's stirring it up. Have you ever had cactus spear before?
No, actually, this is my first time.
Okay. So this is new for her.
This is actually pretty good.
Is it too? Yeah.
It's not too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But it has this kind of like I don't know why it tastes kind of carbonated.
Oh, that's because of the Seagram's Escapes that I put in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it
so
has.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm, and that's where the bubbles are coming from, the carbonation.
Okay, I see. But other than that, it's very, very good.
Is it too sweet for you?
No, it's actually pretty good for me because I don't like sweets.
Okay.
So I try to stay away from stuff that's too sweet, but I can see myself drinking this and enjoying it. I don't know if I want to taste it or I just want to take one huge sip.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give this?
I would actually give this a 10. And it's not because it's you, but it's actually something that I can see myself enjoying and drinking at any time of the day because it's very refreshing as well.
Yeah, and you could probably put more alcohol in there if you want to kick it up.
Spike it up a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So guys, this one got a 10 out of 10. You got to give this one a try. And do you want to close this out for us? Tell them to like, share, subscribe, all that mess.
So guys, please subscribe to Ziggy Eats, like, share with your friends and family members, and try out some of the recipes and some of the stuff that Ziggy Eats share with you guys. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was
$20 million, 20 mil. House on the